Guys, it's Sarah and I am here today to do a tag video for you. I was tagged by the lovely Berna from Berna's Bookish Adventures, and I will leave her channel link down below. She tagged me in the Beauty and the Beast tag, which is very, very fitting because we're about to go to Disney World. So I was like, you know what? That's perfect. Great timing. So let's go ahead and do this. Belle's my favorite princess. We probably all know why she's my favorite, but I love her. And this has 8 questions, so let's go ahead and get into it. The first question is tale as old as time. Name a popular theme, trope, or setting you will never get bored of. Magical schools. Magical school. Magical school. Magical school. I will never get tired of books that are set in schools or that involve some sort of training or trial or something that they have to go through. I love it. I eat it up all the time. Question number 2 is Belle, a book with a beautiful cover that's just as beautiful on the inside. Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This to me is one of the most beautiful covers on the planet. This is the UK hardback edition of this book, and I'm really glad I bought it because you can't get it now. It's not in print anymore. You could probably get it on eBay, but I think it's a lot of money. So I'm really glad I picked this up when I did. And the inside of this book is just as beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful books I've ever read. Question number 3 is Beast. Name a book you didn't expect much from, but was pleasantly surprised by. Something I read recently is The Book of Ivy by Amy Engel, and I expected to enjoy this. I thought it was just going to be a very simple, fun, dystopian, whatever. I was obsessed with it. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did, but I really, really did. And one of my new favorite characters is Bishop. I love him so much, and it surprised me how invested I got into it. Even though it's a pretty short book, I read through it really quickly, but I was so invested in the world and the politics of it. It's really, really fascinating, and I just loved it. Question number 4 is Gaston. Name a book everyone loves, but you don't. And this one, I don't even have my copy anymore. I did donate it recently, and that's Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I didn't like that book. I gave it 2 stars. I didn't like the main character at all. I didn't think her struggles were very interesting, and I rolled my eyes quite a bit in a lot of things that were happening, and I just, I don't know. I didn't like it. Okay, question number 5 is Le Fou, a loyal sidekick you can't help but love even more than their counterpart. For me, that is Trick from Nevernight. I love Trick so much. He is such a great character, and I really loved learning more about his childhood and things that, he had gone through as a kid, because it really explained a lot of why he is the way that he is. His loyalty to Mia is astounding, even though she's not the nicest person. And I just loved him. He really, truly was exactly what she needed. And I don't know, every time he showed up in a scene, I got so excited. All right, question number 6 is Mrs. Potts, Chip, Lumiere, and Cogsworth. Name a book that helped you through a difficult time or helped teach you a valuable lesson. For me, the most recent one, I haven't really had a whole lot of books that got me through a difficult time that I can really remember or that really taught me something valuable besides my Bible. But I do remember when we were moving here, when we left New Mexico and moved here, that was a hard time. It was interesting because it was very exciting for us to be moving back home. We were so excited, we couldn't wait. But the process of moving away from there was hard, not because we didn't want to leave, but because there were so many steps. There were a lot of obstacles. There was just things messing up and things not happening in the time that we needed it to happen. And it was very stressful just trying to get out of there. And I remember I was having panic attacks. I was actually admitted into the hospital for a panic attack one day because I felt like I was losing control. So I had a lot of anxiety around that time and was not handling it very well. And I do remember reading this book and remembering that it's just what I needed because it was taking my mind off of everything. and that's Those Girls by Chevy Stevens. I actually read this. Did I read this during a readathon too? I think I did. I think I was reading this during a readathon as well. But it was really just the perfect distraction from me. I could read this and just completely lose myself in it, and I forgot about what was happening in my real life. So I would say this one because it really helped distract me from a very stressful situation. All right, question number 7 is something there. Name a book or series that you weren't into at first but picked up towards the end. And for me, that's going to be The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series by Steve Lurkson. And this one, it took probably at least a quarter of the first book to even start to get interesting, because the first quarter of the first book was just so info dumpy and a lot of information that in the end I think wasn't even really important, but it was setting things up, which okay, that's fine. But it was just a lot of information that I even forgot about while I was reading the rest of the book. But man, once it picked up, it was like nonstop from there. And that happened in the first at least 2 books. I can't remember about the third one, but at least the first 2 books, I was like, oh my gosh, why are we sludging through this stuff? So I would say that one, like, I really think the first quarter of each book probably could have been taken out. And question number 8 is Be Our Guest. Name a fictional character you'd love to have over for dinner. I'm going to go with Bishop because he's my new favorite character, or newest favorite character for sure. I'd love to have him over for dinner. I'd probably just like to look at him all night. Let's be real. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for me. That is the Beauty and the Beast tag. So thank you, Berna, very much for tagging me in this one. And I will leave her linked down below. Again, I'll leave her tag link down below if you guys want to go check her out. She's very lovely and very sweet. And I will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.